As every Austenite knows, there is a very significant moment for Jane Austen's Emma Woodhouse during the Box Hill picnic. Now, as far as I can tell, Emma is all about how a person with all the gifts of nature and the luck of birth, particularly a young lady, can be spoiled if she just hears that she's perfect all the time. And it is Emma's worst moment I am about to examine. Let's not forget that she does come back from this. Now let's just remind ourselves of what Jane Austen wrote. I shall begin a little way into a speech by Frank Churchill, who I consider to be the already rather spoiled male equivalent of Emma. Here are 7 of you besides myself, who, she is pleased to say, am very entertaining already, and she only demands from each of you either one thing very clever, be it prose or verse, original or repeated, or 2 things moderately clever, or 3 things very dull indeed, and she engages to laugh heartily at them all. Oh, very well, exclaimed Miss Bates. Then I need not be uneasy. 3 things very dull indeed. That will just do for me, you know. I shall be sure to say 3 dull things as soon as ever I open my mouth, shan't I? Looking round with the most good-humoured dependence on everybody's assent. Do not you all think I shall? Emma could not resist. Ah, ma'am, but there may be a difficulty. Pardon me, but you will be limited as to number, only 3 at once. Typically of Austen, there is a lot of room for interpretation as to how the words are said, how the scene is staged, how other people react. And what I want to do now is just talk through the way this scene is interpreted in 5 adaptations in descending order of how much I like them. And I think the best one is in the 2009 miniseries with Romola Garai as Emma and Tamsin Greig as Miss Bates. And I think it's the best because I think it's the closest to what Jane Austen meant.
Well, then I shall do very well at your game, Miss Woodhouse. 3 things very dull indeed. Oh, that would be tailor-made for me, you know. I can be relied upon to say 3 dull things as soon as I open my mouth, shan't I?
Oh, but there is a difficulty. You will be limited as to number, only 3 at once.
That was really presented as Emma showing off to Frank Churchill, which has absolutely been built up to in the narrative. They're sitting together, laughing together. Emma has no idea that she's upset Miss Bates, and when it comes as a genuine surprise to her, Mr. Knightley calling her out, yes, absolutely. It's not malicious, she's just showing off, and I think they've staged it exactly right, with Frank totally monopolising Emma's attention. Next best, I think, is the 1996 TV movie with Kate Beckinsale as Emma and Prunella Scales as Miss Bates. I believe this is the production that gives us the nicest, most likeable Emma, a bit too nice and likeable even at this point.
Well, I am happy to oblige Miss Woodhouse. 3 very dull things indeed. That will just do for me, you know. I shall be sure to say 3 very dull things as soon as ever I open my mouth, shan't I? Do not you all think I shall?
But there may be a difficulty for you, Miss Bates. You'll be limited as to number, only 3 at once.
Here Emma realises straight away that she's said something wrong, having been the only one to respond to Miss Bates. Everyone else you can see sort of smiles politely. Mr. Knightley is behind her, so Miss Bates can't even see his reaction. And she seems to be sort of looking for more. And you might almost say that Emma is trying to help her out and accidentally makes an offensive comment. At any rate, it's not malicious, and I don't think it should ever be shown as malicious. I also don't think it's malicious in the 1972 miniseries with Doran Godwin as Emma and Constance Chapman as Miss Bates. And this is an adaptation which does not do a lot of interpretation. They say the lines rather flatly, I think, throughout. Let's take a look at that moment.
3 things very dull indeed, did you say? Well, that will just do for me, will it not? I'll be sure to say 3 very dull things as soon as I open my mouth. Shall I not, Miss Woodhouse?
Ah, yes, but on this occasion I fear you will be limited to only 3, Miss Bates. That is the difficulty.
I'm not well acquainted with this adaptation, but surely that wasn't Frank laughing. He was too old. So Emma is not being the most cruel person here, and the mistake, I think, was to have Miss Bates ask, "Shall I not, Miss Woodhouse?" Direct the question right to her. I mean, what is she supposed to say? Something a bit nicer, perhaps, but Miss Bates was really banking on that, and it does make one lose sympathy for her, or it does me anyway. So an issue with the script there. When we come to the 1996 theatrical film, with Gwyneth Paltrow as Emma and Sophie Thompson as Miss Bates, we really do start to get into malicious territory.
Oh, well, I need not be uneasy, as long as we're allowed 3 dull things. Very dull, in fact. I shall be sure to say 3 very dull things as soon as I open my mouth, shan't I?
There may be a difficulty.
Oh, I doubt that. I'm sure I never fail to say things very dull.
Yes, dear, but you will be limited as to number, only 3.
Oh,
How malicious was that? That close-up on Gwyneth's face as she calculates how she's going to respond. Rearranging the words need not necessarily be detrimental to an adaptation, but in this case, it means that Emma is setting Miss Bates up for the punchline. So again, a script issue, a direction issue. Gwyneth has clearly been told to say it maliciously, or was it her own idea? I don't like to slag off actors, but anyway, I don't like that delivery of the line. Which leaves the 2020 theatrical film with Anya Taylor-Joy as Emma and Miranda Hart as Miss Bates. Now, I know this film is highly thought of, and I heart Miranda Hart, and I was enjoying it until this moment.
Oh, very well then, I need not be uneasy. 3 things, very dull indeed. That will do just for me. I shall be sure to say 3 dull things as soon as I open my mouth.
Mum, but there is the difficulty. When have you ever stopped at 3?
What the hell was that? Why would you change it? It is jarringly modern, and it is incredibly spiteful. And let's just remind ourselves what Mr. Knightley says when he's calling Emma out on this later. How could you be so insolent in your wit to a woman of her character, age, and situation? There is nothing witty about what that script has made Anya Taylor-Joy say. And why? Why change it? Is it because it was decided that modern audiences are too stupid to understand the line as it was? Well, maybe the new generation will be stupid if the media makes it so.
I dare say she did not understand.
I assure you she did.